and working accountants. Welcome to my Expert Tally Prime YouTube channel. My name is Babu Rao. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the TDS entries in the books of the deductee. So before entering into the topic, request to you, everyone entering into my channel and watching my videos, please subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my channel. Definitely, everyone have to subscribe and click the bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you will get notification for all the videos which I upload in my channel, and also share my channel with others. And another very important thing is, everyone watch every video till the end. Don't skip in the middle. If you skip in the middle, you will understand the topic or subject up to that point only. The balance you will not do and you cannot understand. It will be like half knowledge. So it is only waste of time, nothing more than that. There is no use at all. So that is why you watch every video till the end and watch more than once also, and also practice or work out the examples or examples given in the video. You just stop the video, that is pause the video and see the problem and work out the problem. You work out or practice many number of times so that you will get expert knowledge for that particular topic. Like that, every video you do the same, you follow the same thing, you will get very expert knowledge for every topic. Just to watching the video and keep it quiet will not do. You have to practice, watch the video many times and learn well, then practice well, then only you will get a knowledge. Okay, now, and after watching the full video, so if the video is good, please like the video. If you like the video, the YouTube people will share that video to many people so that many people can watch the video and learn about this topic. Okay, now I'm sharing the video. So we are entering the church. I mean, we're sharing the screen. So here, TDS entries in the books of the deductee. So far we did many services under many sections. That is services relating to services. TDS on many services, and one thing is on goods. That is on purchase of goods. All others on services. The service supply, service receiver or service recipient has to pay the money, so he will deduct the TDS from the service amount. So the person is the deductor and the person providing the service is the deductee. So from the deductee, this amount is deducted, and how the deductee will record this transaction. We completely will have discussed about how the deductee will record the transaction in his books. Now, how the deductee will record the transactions for all the services and goods in his books. That's what we are going to learn. And here, in the case of services, so okay, there are different sections and the rates that what you call limitations, that is the threshold limits and the rates, they will be different and under different sections for the services. And there is only one section relating to the goods. In this case, the person who is purchasing the goods, the buyer of the goods has to pay the money. So the buyer of the goods will deduct the tax at a particular rate. That deduct the tax, that is TDS, deduct the TDS from the person who is selling the goods. That is on the basic, taxable value in services also. Taxable of the service or taxable value of the goods, he has to deduct the TDS. He will be the deductor. So in the case of these goods, so the person who is selling the goods, the seller of the goods, is the deductee. So now how the deductee will record in his books. That is deductee in his books. That's what we are going to learn. All the service, everything is the same. In the case of deductee, he will not have any settings, that is in his books, like activating the TDS and making some other activating in the ledgers. All these things are not required. The sellers, the deductee will not do any settings. Only one ledger he has to create, because the person is deducting and paying to the government. This amount will be with the government till the year end. So till the year end, the deductee's money is with the government. So it is only not a duty and tax, is not any duty to pay. So that amount is with the government, that is to be received by him at the end of the year. That is, actually it is not paid. It will be adjusted from the tax which he has to pay. That is, once he files the income tax return, so they will calculate the tax, what is the tax payable, and that amount of TDS already deducted by many people from this particular deducting. So the many people will be deducting. So that will be adjusted, and still if the TDS is excess, that excess will be refunded. If the TDS is less, the excess amount liability, excess amount of liability will be paid by the assessee, by the person, that will be paid to government. If the TDS is more, the balance excess amount will be refunded to the person. So this is how. So how you will make the entries. Okay. So in this case, I told you, in this case, in the case of the deductive, in the case of services or goods, anything, he will not make any settings. He will make ordinary entries. So ordinary entries, the persons, all the services, ordinary entries, goods, sale of goods, he is the seller. Sale of goods, everything will be the same, except one extra ledger. That is, so DDS receivable under that, I mean, the group will be, it is all asset for us till the end. So it is called as, I mean, current assets. Under the current assets, TCS receivable account will be created. So for services, TDS receivable on services you can create, and on the sale of goods, TDS receivable on sale of goods, TDS receivable on sale of goods, TDS receivable on services. That's all. You will create the lectures, or simply TDS on services or TDS on purchase sale of goods. That's all. So you can create. That is the only thing we have to do. The other thing, everything is same. Okay. Now problems are given, and the percentages, everything, whatever he is deducting, so he will enter in his books also. So first of all, you see, this is given. No settings are required. Only in the deductive, only one TDS receivable account under current assets will be created by the, for the amount deducted by all the deductees, irrespective of the service or section, anything. And the amount will be the HYDERABAD department till the end of the year, and adjusting the income tax liability of the deductee. If the balance is left, that amount will be refunded, and the tax liability is more, the amount will be, balance will be, excess amount, the difference will be paid by the assessee. That's all. Okay. And now how we will do this one? Now we will take the books of the deductee. In the case of service, the service provider is the deductee. In the case of goods, the seller of the goods is the deductee, because on purchase of the sale, purchase of goods, so the buyer is deducting. That means the seller will be the deductee. Okay. So in this, the problem will take up one problem in the service, and one, any service, anything is safe, and one problem in the goods. Okay. So first of all, so continue in problem number 3 under TDS on payment to contractors and subcontractors are 94. So in that problem, in that section, we will take problem number 3, make entries in the books of the deductee Ramana Enterprises. So Ramana Enterprises also registered person. He is the deductee, he is providing the service. She is the deductee, he is the contractor, he is the deductee. So he will make the entry, how it will make. Okay. Now we'll go to problem number 3 and 194C. So this is 194C, problem number 3. So in this case, see, Ramana Enterprises, you see here, ABC Limited received the following bills from Ramana Enterprises for a contractor for building repair works. They received a bill. That means they are receiving the service. So they got the bills. And Ramana is the service. Ramana Enterprises is the service provider. So he is giving the bill. He is selling. So he will enter into the sales voucher, but sale of service. Okay. Sales voucher. And he will show the deduction. How he will show. Okay. Now. So we will go to this. So the account is, this is the year is 70, 24, 24. So this is the year is 24, 25. Okay. We will go to that. We'll see the lecture I already created. ABC Limited is the company, that is the deductor. And now we are entering in the books of the deductee. So deductee is Ramana Enterprises with the registration number. The fourth letter is F, means it is a partnership form. Okay. Partnership form means the TDS rate will be 2% for the service, that is payment to contractor. All other sections for individual or HF or any other the deductee also, the rate is the same. Here for individual and HF it is 1%. For other deductees it is 2%. Since it is a partnership form, the deduction rate is 2%. Okay. So now we will open his books. Ramana Enterprises with this number. Okay, we'll take this. So here, instead of searching for this, just type in this one, that is in the search bar, Ramana Enterprises 194D section, that is TDS Ramana Enterprises. So this is created. How it is created? You can see. So alteration button. So you can see everything is same. So this is 2425. Okay, accepted. And then so this is 2425. If it is a newly which we create now, after creation, directly we will go to the company features. Since it is already created, we have to press F11. So we'll go to it. In this case, he is the service provider. So we will not have any goods. He will not have any goods. That is why only accounting, maintain accounts will be enabled. And for service or goods, bill-wise entry is required. So enable bill-wise entry is activate, enabled, and maintain inventory. The inventory features are not enabled since he is the service provider. That is why he will not have any goods. And then for service or goods, GST is applicable. So we have to enable the GST also. So in this case, we'll do the number. So the number, the same number, see here, this is the same number. The same number is copied here, accept. Okay, now, and then in the case of the deductor, TDS feature, we used to enable the TDS feature. In the books of that Deductee, no TDS feature in any ledger or any stock item, or in the case of stock, any ledger or anywhere, it is in the ledger means what you call in the service ledger, we will enable the TDS. Nothing, we will not enable TDS anywhere. So it is not active, enabled. So accept this. That's over. Now we will go to the, so here, so after, if it is enabled, TDS is enabled, so we have to create, and under the statute details, we can find the nature of payment. So here there is no nature of payment because TDS is not enabled. So and other things, ledgers, whatever ledger we require. So we don't have any stock. So statutory masters, that's our statutory, and we don't have the inventory masters because we're not dealing with the inventory. So in the case of this one, so whatever you can charges, that is the service. So for this also, there will be, if the GST is applicable in this problem, no GST is given. If GST is applicable, you have to give the this is service, SSC code. So what you call specified details here, we have to give the SSC code and come next to that. And again here specified details here, come down, taxable, and if you will give the tax rate. But is a tax rate is not given, keep it as it is, and it is services. By mistake, by default, it will be services. In the case of goods, you have to select goods. Services. So it is by default, it is services. Keep it as it is, and there is no other adjustment. Okay. In the services, deductor will enable the TDS, but here we are not enabling anything. Oh, accept. That's all. So, and also in the case of CGST, HGST, we will create the TDS and create the GST ledgers. And in this case, GST ledgers also, there will be no option for TDS. Is TDS deductible? It will not be shown because it is not activated. It is not enabled. Okay, like that, this one. And bank, again, bank details, we have to make the payment or receive the payment. From them, we'll receive the payment through bank only. Okay, or cash also we can get, because from the party you can get cash also, cash or bank. When you are paying the tax, we have to pay whatever the amount we have to pay by in the bank only, through the bank only. And then profit and loss account is there. And the here in this case, the deductor, that is the service receiver from us, is ABC Limited. So that is also created. And here sundry debtors, because we are giving the service, sundry debtor and everything, details, everything which is Hyderabad. So Ramana Enterprises, 36 means Tamil Nadu. Telangana only. So just I take it as Hyderabad. This also Telangana, I took it as Hyderabad. Okay. And Telangana I am taking, and then everything is given. And definitely, actually, in the case of the deductor, we are not deducting. That is why whatever is deducting, we will enter. That is why this is not required to be shown, but it is good to show. And then what is this number? Ramana Enterprises. No, this in the Ramana Enterprise, we are creating ABC Limited. So this registration number we will give. So it is company. Oh, this is company. It is given. Take this same thing here. Take this same here also. Take the same, paste it here, and go to the end. End, delete, backspace, delete 3 digits, come to the home in the beginning. So it is delete with delete button. 2 digits. So from A to P, this is the PAN card. So this is accepted. Okay. Now we will do. Now we will make the entries. Here we will go to the vouchers. What is the date? 24. See, first bill is 1st July 24. So 1 July 24 is the first bill. And now we are supplying the service. That is, we are providing the service means we are selling the service. So we had to enter into in the sales voucher. And since we have not, we don't have any goods, so inventory features are not enabled. That is why here the in the sales or purchase in this case, this will be only item invoice, accounting invoice only. Item invoice will not be there. See, only accounting invoice and voucher. So accounting invoice only we will select. Accounting invoice only it will be there. We cannot select item invoice also. For goods it will be there. Okay. And now what is the party name? So we are supplying the service. So we are supplying the service and issuing the bill. ABC Limited. Select ABC Limited and see, we are the supplier of service. So in this case, there will be no dispatch of, we are not dispatching any goods, no dispatch of goods. That is why in the case of service provider, there is no goods, no dispatch of goods, receipt of goods. That is why in this case, remember this is provide dispatch details. That is the first one. Order details is second one. And export third one. First one is dispatch details. Opposite. Make it no. So in this case, there will be no dispatch details, directly party details. So ABC Limited and everything details are given, everything. And now what is the service we are giving? We are giving the service building repair work. That means building repair charges. This is income. So building repair charges received. So I created already building repair charges. In this also, we'll see. This is the service provider means the service charges received will be the direct income or indirect income. Because in the case of service provider, there will be no trading account or profit and loss account. All are the same. So we'll take indirect expenses, incomes or direct incomes. And now, so here, if there is tax, so GST is applicable, we will give. So the service also we have GST. That's why. If the GST is there, so already we created now. Okay. So already in the beginning we saw. And then what is the amount? First bill, 25,000 rupees. 25. 1 minute already. The old entries are there. Old entries, we will deduct that. We'll deduct the entries. Oh, that we have to deduct. It will show more. Okay. Okay. Now, here the date is 1st July, the date 1st July, and the ABC Limited accept, and the services building the service charge, building repair charges received amount is 25,000 rupees. So this is the first bill. So here this amount will be, it will be shown here. And here, if there is GST, we have to show GST, GST we have to enable. So CGST we will select, because CGST, I mean inventory is not there, and in this there is no GST given. If it is given in the service charges, we will enable the taxable and we will give the rate. So the rate is not given, so there is no tax. Okay, there is no tax. And also here, after this, we have to see the deduction. So after the service charge, services, service ledger, we have to enter the GST ledgers. So there is no GST. Now we have to enter the TDS ledger. But in this case, this is the first bill. So this is the first bill. Limit, individual bill limit of 30,000 is not crossed, and aggregate limit of 1 lakh, that is for services. That is for 194C. For others, only individual bill is not there, only threshold limit yearly. Okay. So in this case, there is no tax legal. So even if you take, so here there is no tax at all, a DDS at all. So just enter new bill. So this is the number of the sales invoice. Okay, accept. And then second one is 31st May, 31st July. 31st July we will take up the same person, accept, and the same service. Service may be different. He's giving different services. We will get different services, whatever it may be. The second bill also 25,000 rupees. See, the first bill is 25,000. The second bill of 25,000, no GST, and also single bill limit not crossed. Aggregate 45, 25, 50. Aggregate limit is also not crossed. So that you will not deduct any TDS. So new reference, bill number, and we are getting. This is the second bill. And then on then 31st August. So there is another bill. So 31st August, again the same party will take the same party. Each party we have to take up, and then the service may be different. Many services will get from the same party. It is 30,000 rupees. So 30,000 rupees here also the individual bill value, individual single bill value is not increased, not crossed 30,000. 30,000 means 30 above. This is 30,000 means exactly the limit. So there is no, it is not crossing the limit, as well as aggregate limit is 50 plus 30, 80. Aggregate limit also not crossed. So no GST, no TDS. Okay. New reference. And one more thing is, in the case of these, the already three bills we entered. So this is the first bill, not amount, no amount is deducted. And after that, after a few days, they will make the payment to us. So we will enter receipt entry. And also this after 31st July also. So there is no TDS. So after some days, after some time, he will make the payment and we will receive the money. We will enter receipt entry we have to make. And this 30,000 also 31st August. So 31st August means after that amount is not deducted. After that, he will make the payment. Okay. And then next one is first, 2nd September. 2nd September, again the same party accept the same service. At present, the same service amount is 28,000. So in this case, so no GST. Okay. What about TDS? Already, so individual bill value limit is not crossed. But what about the aggregate? Yearly aggregate limit is 80,000 already. Already 80,000 crossed. Plus this bill is 28,000. Total is 1,08,000 means 1 lakh aggregate limit is crossed. So in that, he will deduct from this bill, he will deduct because those bills, nothing is deducted. So they will make the payment of the total amount that we received. It is assumed because we have not made the entry, but means we have to make the entry. So every time after the bill, after a few days, we will get the payment. So we have to, they will make the payment entry. We will have to make the receipt entry. We assume that we received all the monies, but this is the thing. And here in this bill, he will deduct because aggregate limit is crossed. He will deduct the TDS on this bill and all the old bills also. So in that, in his one, deduct will, in this one it will be deducted, and it will ask you want to deduct from the old all the pending bills, everything to be deducted. So into this ABC Limited is a, not AB, from ACB Limited we are getting. So our company is a partnership firm. So you will deduct 2% into 2% is 2,160. So here in this case, now we have created TDS. What we will say? These are services. So we can create TDS receivable on services, TDS receivable on goods. Now it is services. We take, and here there will be no rate here, and here we can give this one 2,160. This is a deduction. To give 2,160 to be added, it is to be deducted. You minus 2,160, and this is the balance we have to receive. So what you will do after some time, he will make the payment to government. He will make, and he will make the difference. I mean the balance amount. He will make the payment to us, and our amount is deducted by him. It is receivable paid to government. It is receivable by us from the government. The amount will be paid. So for all the some other person deducted. So all the parties whoever deducted from us, they make payment to the government. All the amounts will be the government. So like this is one method. In the invoice itself, we know in the invoice we can make this one. So like this we can make. This is one method. Okay, this is one method. So invoice number is here. It is showing. See here, what is showing is it is 28 minus TDS. It is showing the balance only. So here it is not showing. In the case of the deductor, it will show the total amount, and minus TDS it will show. Yeah, similarly here we need that give the total amount is 28,000, and then again the same thing come to the end and TDS. Okay, we can give 2,160. We can give like this, or we can give simply whatever the balance 25,840 it will show 25,840 credit debit amount, only that. So that also we can give no. This is one method, that is showing the deduction in the same voucher. Okay, but here another thing you can do is here you go up and I'm deleting this. So another method is, in this case what we do is, so ABC Limited, accept, and building services, and then 28,000. And here, we will not show the deduction here. We will not show the deduction here. So we have to go, and there's only 2, 3 transactions. There are a lot of monies. So instead of going on searching what is the limit and all these things, what we can do is just we can make the entry for this without showing any deduction. In his books, he will show the deduction, but we don't know about in his books. That is why total amount we will enter. So 21 total amount we will enter. Okay. And then say this is 1st September. For example, 1st October. 1st October, he is making payment to us. How much you will pay? So 28,000 minus 2,160, you will pay 25,840 rupees. He will make the payment to us. Okay. So then we can understand what total amount is. All the old bills are paid. So last amount is payable is 28,000, but we received only 25,840, means 2,160. The difference is deducted by him. So after some time, we will receive the money. So we will make the receipt entry. For example, first October. 1st October, we have received the money. So from where, who is the credit? Who is the giver? ABC Limited. So this 1,08,000, 1,08,000 is all the bills. Leave the all old bills. We assume that they are received. So only balance will be 28,000 only. So 28,000. So his account is credited against that which will against the 2nd September. That is the second. This is 2nd September is the last bill. All these bills will not show because we are assuming that we are receiving the money already received. So when you received that money making the receipt entry, these balances will be closed. Now only this will be shown. So this will select this 28,000. Okay, receiving the money. And when you are receiving the money, so we received the money against reference. This is when we received. And then this is credited the party. Now debit, we receive the money through bank, through bank money, and the TDS will be deducted, isn't it? So in the here we can show here we can show. So what is that? How you are receiving? You are receiving through bank. I will take cash for example. Bank it is taking time. So I receiving cash. How much you are receiving cash? 25,840 we are receiving cash. And then go down. The balance is TDS receivable and services. The balance is TDS receivable and services. And this 80,000 is there. But that is means that is already received in the previous cases that we can show. Okay. So here like that, when we make the payment, this amount we say, how you know, we will receive the money in the bank. So in the money, we see the bank entry. So in the bank entry, 28,000 is receivable. Receiving 25,840 means the balance 2,160 with the TDS. That we can understand from the bank statement, and we can make the entry when the money is received. When the money is received, we can either the money is received or at the time of making entry. Okay, anything. So like this, we can make the entry. Okay. So we need not pay anything into anyone. So this is with the government. TDS receivable from the government at the end of the year. Okay. So this is the one thing. This is against the services. Everything is same for the goods also. In the case of goods, it is called as, in the case of goods, so the deductor will record it as purchase. He is purchasing goods. He record it as TDS on purchase of goods. But we are selling the goods. So this TDS is on sale of goods. So the section is the same. So TDS on sale of goods. TDS on sale of goods. Or TDS receivable we are writing. TDS receivable on services. Here TDS receivable on goods or sale of goods we can make. So here the second problem is, the second problem, continue problem number 2 under TDS on purchase of goods. Make the entries in the books of the deductee. In there, the deductee is Himalaya Computers. So now this is, we'll go to the problem number 2 in the purchase of goods. So in this purchase of goods, so problem number 2, so in problem number 2 is the first, in the case of TDS on purchase of goods, the limit is 50 lakhs per annum. That is first, not per annum. Every year from the beginning, one or more bills, total amount of purchase should cross 50 lakhs. On the excess only, we have to deduct. So in this case, first bill, one or more bills total. So first bill is only 18 lakhs 30,000. So it has not cost 50 lakhs. Second bill, so is 44,000. So total 44 plus 18 30 means 62,000. So 62 lakhs 30,000. So second bill crossed the limit. So in the second bill, he will deduct them. The rate is for the TD, that is purchase or sale of goods. For this, the rate is 0.1%. With one. Without one is 5%. So with one, it is 0.1%. So on this excess amount only, that is excess amount means 12 lakhs 30,000 is the excess. So add these two. So deduct 50 lakhs. The balance is 12 lakhs 30,000 rupees. And that 0.1% will be 1,230. That will be deducted at the time of the second bill. In the first bill, you will not deduct. So now we will go to this also. And here, this problem is 25. May 25, June 25 means in this problem we'll take up, in this problem we have taken 24, 25. Okay, we'll close it and we'll go to the other problem. So here who is the deductor? See, deductor is Ramya Electronics purchased goods from Himalaya Computers. So Himalaya Computers is the seller. Seller will be the deductee. We are entering in the books of the deductee. So I have to select Himalaya Computers. Okay. So here Himalaya Computers, if you select, you will get it Himalaya Computers. So everything same. So here, sorry, Himalaya Computers, go and see. This is DRC 25, 26. Okay. Creation, everything same. Will not make increase 25 first April year financial year. And you go to the this one. Here also, here this is purchase, we is purchasing, we are selling goods. That is why we have to enable the inventory also. Inventory also, and the entry also will be made in the sales voucher, will be made in the item invoice, because this is goods. And here definitely this one, what you call, you give the correct number. This GST details, you have to enable the GST. And here also TDS will not be enabled because we are not deducting anything that he is deducting from us. That will be with the government. For that, we create the asset under current assets. TDS pay receivable on services under current assets. Here, TDS receivable on sale of goods. It is also under current assets. Accept that. That's all. Now, entries, everything same. The ordinary seller, how we will make the entries? The same thing we will do. So, sir, here service items is there. I mean, stock items, numbers, and then groups also I think I created. No, not created, no problem. And ledgers, so purchases, so we are selling goods, sales, tax, party. This at present it is the thing. Okay. Now we'll go to the entries, vouchers. Okay. Now, first one is, so Ramya Electronics is the party. Now we are entering in Himalaya Computers. Himalaya Computers, you see, Himalaya Computers is the seller. So from the seller, who is the buyer? Buyer is Ramya Electronics. So now we are making the sales. Go to F8 and see previously we used accounting invoice. Now we require item invoice. So since we enabled the inventory feature, we will get the item invoice also. Select the item invoice. Okay. Now who is the buyer? So the customer is Ramya Electronics. Ramya Electronics Limited purchased the goods. So Ramya Electronics Limited, all the details are given. Accept. Now we are selling the goods, sales, and then what are the goods we are selling? Stock items also we created. Generally, ordinary item only. The thing is that is what you call the TDS ledger extra. That's all. For that, those settings at all. Now, HP computers 30 numbers into 60,000. Okay, HP computers 30 numbers into, because there is no sales here, newly created and making entries direct to sales. That is why negative stock it is showing. Accept. So 60,000 rupees. Actually, unless we purchase, you cannot sell. We must have opening stock, opening balance, or purchase. Simply just I am telling you only the sales. Okay. And then another item. So keyboards, HP keyboards 40 numbers 750. So HP keyboards and all these things, every details are given, numbers and HSN code and tax rate, everything are given. The certainly we know about that. So 40 numbers into, this is also negative stock, 750, 30,000. After that, GST is there, and this person is also from Hyderabad, Telangana. Both are from Telangana, intra-state or local state. So CGST, GST. If you select IGST, so in this case, so what is the only taxable value? No TDS on GST. So 18 lakhs 30,000 is the amount. So it has not crossed the limit of 50 lakhs. So here nothing is there. And then new reference, The same sales voucher is 21,862,400, including the GST. Okay, this is over. And next one, after that, so now TDS is nil in this. Even if you take, suppose that is to be made personally, no? Okay. And now, so that TDS receivable base should be, we have to we have to make it manually. Okay, now 1625. Then go to 1625. Again, the same party accept sales, and what are the items? Items are Dell laptop 40 into 50,000. Dell laptop 40 into 50,000. Okay. Then HP computer, I think. HP computer 40 into 60,000. HP computers 40 into 60,000. So it's already given in the previous problem. 60,000 discount. So 44 lakhs and CGST, GST is okay. But here you see, this is 44 lakhs. So old one is, see here, old one is, the old one 18 lakh 30,000 previous bill. So 18 lakhs 30,000 plus 44 lakhs. Okay, totally 62 lakhs 30,000 minus 50,000. 50 lakhs is exempted. On the excess only, TDS is to be deducted in the case of purchase and sale of goods. So here 50 lakhs. One person is purchasing, we are selling, he is purchasing 50 lakhs. So balance is, excess amount is 12 lakhs 30,000. In the case of buyer, in his books, he will make all the settings. It will take automatically everything. But here nothing is there. No setting, only manually the tax deducted only you have to enter. Okay. And here 12 lakhs 30,000 into 0.1%, because we have got 0.1%. 0.1% if you take, it is 1230, that is the tax. If you don't have that PAN, the percentage will be 5%. See, 12 lakhs 30,000 into 5%. If it is no PAN, amount will be, that is GDS will be 61,500. Now it is only 1,230 rupees. Okay, 1,230. Here, this also we can show. So just like service, here itself we can show in the same deduction. We can show in the same voucher. So TD here that is not created. Here we have to create. Here there is TDS pay receivable on services. Here we will create TDS receivable on sale, no, on sale of goods. Okay, this is only one section for sale of goods. We can write the section also 194Q are not required. Okay, good services means many services are the same account, because it is a just collecting the, we have to get received that deducted by him, and that will be with the government. Okay, so here TDS payable, it is, they are what you call current assets. It is current asset. It is asset till the year end. Current asset and everything is there, for no other details. They will give that, and here we have to make it. We have to make it manually. That manually have to make it. So what is the amount? 1,230 rupees. So 1,230 rupees is the, sorry, 1,230. See here, 1,230 is the, see, this is the amount, and this is the GST added to that. But this is deduction. If you make 1,230, it will be added. So what we have to do? We have to give minus 1,230. Minus 1,230 if you, that will be deducted. And this is the balance payable. Okay. Now we can make the entry like this, or entry like this, I told you already, or without giving this, just we will make the entry. Without giving this, we will make the entry. See here, it is accepted, and this is here. Net amount it is showing, it is not showing separately. TDS separately, because no settings are made. That's why TDS is not showing separately. Okay, like this, we can make the entry, or going up again, page up. And this one, in the other method is here, we need not show the end of list if we select. So we need not deduct that, and show the deduction, total amount we will show. Okay. And after that, here, when he makes the payment to us, this is on, that is, what is the date now we have taken? This is 1st June. Okay. For example, 2nd June, we take, not 2nd June, 1st July you will take up. For example, 1st July, he is making the payment. So here, first amount is 1,18,000 plus what you call GST. That is, I think, from May means before this or some time later, that is paid to us. We received that. So nothing is deducted, total amount is paid. In this case, 44 lakhs, 44 lakhs plus tax is 18%, 18 plus 18% tax. That is 551 lakhs 92,000, not 51 lakhs. So no, 44,000 is 44 lakhs is the total amount including tax. So 44 lakhs minus amount is 1,230 and the amount payable will be 43 lakhs 98,750. Just I will check up. We will check up this here. In this case, we have not made entries in that here. 51 lakhs 92,000. This is 44 lakhs is the net amount. So 44 lakhs plus 3 lakh 96,000, 3 lakhs 96,000. It will be 51 lakhs 92,000 rupees is the bill for the second bill amount. First bill, we assume that it is paid. We not made entry. So we received it, we made entry for the receipt. Okay. In this, deduction is 1,230, isn't it? 1,230, 1,230 is the amount. So balance, how much you will receive? We will receive this amount only. Total amount is 51 lakhs 92,000 is the total amount of this bill. 51 lakhs 92,000. We received 51 lakhs 90,770 after the TDS. So we received the, I said, we received the amount. So we received the amount on 1st July. So 1st July received. So we get the money. So we will enter the receipt voucher. So receipt where you receive? We receive from Ramya Electronics. It is showing total amount for old bill also. We assume that old bill is received. The new bill outstanding amount is 51 lakhs 92,000. 51 lakhs 51 lakhs 92,000 is the amount against reference CC. 50. This is the amount we believe, we assume that we received this money. So without deduction, we received this. This is the total amount of the second bill, 51 lakhs 92,000, 51 lakhs 92,000. Okay, we received. Then debit. So debit means this account is credited. Debit means we received what we received. I think we have to take State Bank of India bank account. You have to take. So bank account I am taking. It is taking last. Okay. Actually, we have to enter bank account only. Receive the money from bank through bank only. Just I am taking cash just to know. So 51 lakhs 92,000 is the amount, but we are not receiving that. What amount you are receiving? 51 lakhs 90,720. 51 lakhs 90,770 we are receiving. That is after the deduction. Okay. Now that is over. Next again, what is that amount? Another asset. This is cash we received. This is TDS. That is an asset which will be debited. See, 1,230. The amount is deducted 1,230. So after that amount, after deduction, so this is the amount we received. So like this, we can make entry. So the same voucher entry, but sales entry, there itself we can show. Since they are deducting, we will not have any in the sales entry, the sales voucher, we will not show that. Collection we will show. Deduction we may not show, we can show also. We know how much is to be deducted by him. So that we can show the balance only payable. Or we can say without deduction, we will make the full entry. Then when you receive the money, by seeing the bank statement, we can understand what is the amount deducted. Total amount to due, this is the amount. This is the amount deducted. Difference is 1,250. That is the TDS. Okay, like this. So this is about, and we need not pay anything to government. In the case of deductor, he has to pay to make payment to the government. Okay, but in this case, nothing is there. It will be an asset. See here, if you go to the balance sheet, see TDS receivable and sale of goods. Receivable sale of goods 1,230 for this month. This one. Okay, this one again. So after one more thing is after this, from next day onwards, this is totally the limit crossed. So after that, till the year ending March 31st, in every bill, irrespective of the amount, they will deduct the amount. That amount that will be deducted by him. We have to make the entry. So in this case, so again, if you go to sale, so for example, 30 31st July we will take up, or 2nd July. 2nd July, again we sold the goods to the same party. We sold the goods to the same party, accept and sales. And here in this case, we will take up HP keyboard. 10 items. It will be 750, means that is the 750 purchase amount. Now we are selling for 900 rupees, for example. 900 rupees, 9,000. And again, we are selling one computer. One computer, that is Dell computer, and the HP computer, one computer. So the total amount is this one. And CGST, SGST. In this case, the taxable amount is only 69, whatever it may be. Once the 51 lakh is crossed, and after that, X amount is deducted, and now onwards, whatever it is 1,000 or 1 lakh, whatever it may be, we will deduct this one. And in this case, they will deduct, no. So they will deduct the money. And here the same thing, the up to the crossing, according to him, we have to enter the amount. But here we know, so that is crossed. So on every bill, in this case, first bill not crossed, no deduction. Second bill only deducted. That is why after making the payment, by seeing the receipt, we are entering. Here we know we are issuing the sales invoice. We know this is the bill, already limit is crossed. So on every bill, TDS is to be deducted by him, he will deduct. So we know. So now itself we can also show this, because already we know. And in this case, so what is the amount? 69,000 means 69,000 means 69,000 into 0.1%. 0.1% will be 69 rupees. So we have to make the deduction of 69 rupees. So minus, you have to minus 69 rupees. We have to show this is the amount. Okay. So every time manually you have to calculate. This is 0.1%. So instead of calculating that, here itself we can give 0.1%. It will take. It is taking 82. Here, if you give like this, it is deducting from the total amount. From the total amount, 69,000 plus 6,660, 6,660, 82,320 into 0.1% will be, see, 82 rupees 32 paisa. So it is deducting on the total amount, but we have to deduct only on the taxable value of the goods, not on GST. So instead of this, when you are making this, when you are making the entry here, what to do is go to F12. So go to tax details, calculate tax on current subtotal. Yes, it is there. Current subtotal means taxable value, GST, the total amount. That is the total. This is the goods value. This is GST. Total amount. The total amount will be subtotal. And if you enter some more thing, the total amount will be invoice value. If there is no amount, this is subtotal. The subtotal itself is the total value. On the subtotal, it is calculating. Okay. That is why what you have to do is here. Go to this one. Calculate tax on subtotal. Yes means on the subtotal including tax, it is calculating. You make it, so it is given, see here. On subtotal, yes. Else means if not, else calculations are on inventory total only. Inventory only have to calculate. So make it no. No means don't calculate on the subtotal. If you make it like this, so here, see, it is calculating 69,000 on 69,000 only. 69,000 only. 69,000 only. It is calculating 0.1%. See, 69,000 only, 69 rupees it is calculating. So we can show in the bill itself, every bill you have to, they will deduct. Every bill, 0.1% is to be deducted. So if you make this adjustment of this one, what is that? If you make this adjustment, so on subtotal, no. If you give that, and if you give the percentage, we need not calculate and we may commit mistake. If you give 10% on the taxable value of goods only, automatically 0.1%, it will calculate automatically. Okay. Right. So when you are making the entry manually, we will give paisa also. When the calculation is made automatically, then it will show round amount only, but here it will not show. There, in the books of the deductor, the amount will be rounded off automatically. But here we are giving percentage, we are giving manually. Percentage we are giving, so it will calculate the paisa also. Like, or instead of making this payment, showing this, just make the entry, and when you receive the money, then you can make just like service. Then you make, when he is paying the money, when he is making the money, In that 69 rupees to be we have show deduction. Okay. So this is about the TDS in the books of the the deductee for services as well as for sale of goods. Okay, this is about this. So with this, I close this session and wish you all the best. We will meet in the next another good topic I will take up. So wish you all the best. Good night.